30% for wants sounds harmless until a single weekend blows the month. 50, 30, 20, clean math, messy life. In one dataset, households planned neat splits, then missed by 22% when real bills hit. Percentages didn't bend. Unexpected costs did. That's where money leaks. The hidden flaw in the 50-30-20 rule nobody talks about. It looks tidy on paper. It breaks on contact with reality. This is Wealth Mentor Pro, where every lesson is a step closer to your freedom. In 90 seconds, 3 switches replace percentages, and 1 equation locks it in. Walk away with 1 model you can run by Sunday night. Stay with me. The shift is small and decisive. Imagine your cash as a river. Income flows from the hills. Expenses pull like currents along the banks. You plan to cross straight, 50-30-20? Then the current shifts. A birthday trip, a renewal, a repair, you drift downstream. Microstep. List the next 4 irregular events. Trips, gifts, repairs, renewals, and give each a mini bucket today. 20 seconds per item, 1 line per bucket. Another force hides under needs. Utilities creep. Insurance renews higher. Rents jump without warning. You still label half your income needs, but the current runs faster. Microstep. Set an essentials floor as a number, not a percent. Add housing, utilities, transport, basic food, minimum debt payments. That total is your floor. Write it where you see bills. We tell ourselves percentages will average out. They rarely do. Months aren't average. They're spiky. 2 car bills in 1 cycle and the split collapses. Hold the river picture. We don't argue with water, we work with flow. Microstep. Move to a weekly current check. Every Sunday, compare actuals to plan. If wants exceed the cap, cut 1 thing before Monday. 1 choice, not 10. Let's open 2 curiosity loops. First, why do smart people still swear by 50-30-20? Second, what replaces it without turning life into spreadsheets? The first answer is wiring. Our brains love simple rules and round numbers. 50, 30, 20 feels like seatbelts for money. It calms us. That calm turns costly when costs spike. I watched a family on $3,000 a month run the split perfectly until a $1,200 car repair. Because wants had expanded to the full 30%, there was no flex. A card covered it. Interest became the undertow. Let's ground this with a tiny calculation. If rent jumps 120 and your income holds, the old split can't hold you. To save the same amount, wants would need to drop from 30% to about 18% for that month. Most people don't adjust that fast. They slide. The river carries them, so we build a buffer lake upstream. Not 6 months yet. 1. Microstep. Send 1/30,000th of your monthly expenses to a buffer each day for 30 days. 1% a day, roughly. Small current, big lake. Seasons complicate the flow. Percent budgeting ignores time. Back to school, holidays, insurance clusters, storms hit in groups. The rule doesn't know your calendar, you do. Microstep. Draw a simple year map. 12 boxes, 1 for each month. Write the known spikes. Travel, gifts, renewals, taxes, registration. Put the map on the fridge. You might ask, isn't 50-30-20 better than chaos? Yes. Any intention beats none. But map the rule to your river, not your river to the rule. Otherwise, you don't steer. The current does. 1 loop closes here. Why the beloved rule fails. It treats life as smooth water. It isn't. The second loop remains open. The replacement without complexity. Before the shift, tackle 1 more slow leak. Lifestyle creep. The rise you barely notice. Income climbs. Wants climb with it. Microstep. Create a creep gate. For any raise, pre-commit. 80% to goals, 20% to fun for 3 months. Test first. Keep it sustainable. Debt interest is the quiet undertow. You don't see it on the surface, but it drags you back. A 24% card turns a mid-range phone into a lingering anchor. Micro step. Build an APR lineup. Sort debts by interest rate. Pay minimums on all. Target the highest APR with a fixed extra payment. Automate it so willpower isn't part of the river. We've mapped the currents and named the leaks. Let's restate the point that started this journey. The hidden flaw in the 50-30-20 rule nobody talks about. It's the fantasy that fractions equal reality. Here's the twist most people miss. Budgets work when flows are anchored to actions, not fractions. So we switch from fractions to flows. 3 switches: clean, precise, human. Switch 1, essentials floor. It's a hard number that funds first. Benefit: rising prices don't quietly erase your savings. Example: if your essentials floor is 1.6K, any increase triggers a choice before the month starts. Reduce a want, raise income, or renegotiate. The floor forces a decision. Switch 2, auto staircase. It pays you first and climbs over time. Benefit: savings rise without daily willpower battles. Example: set a weekly auto transfer that increases by 1% of income each month until you hit your target. Start at 3%. By month 4, you're at 7%. The staircase climbed while life stayed busy. Switch 3, weekly cap. Wants get a weekly limit, not a monthly cushion. Benefit: you dodge the mid-month blow-up that crushes good intentions. Example: 400 for wants becomes 100 per week. Monday morning, you fund the week's envelope or card wallet. When it's gone, wants pause. The reset is next Monday. No shame, no debt. Let's weave the switches into a simple flow model you can run by Sunday. Income lands. The auto staircase pulls first. The essentials floor is funded next. The weekly cap fills last. Any bonus or side income flows to the 1-month buffer until full, then to a main goal you choose. You can sketch this on a note card. You can run it in a basic app. The tool doesn't matter. The current does. What about irregular costs, repairs, travel, renewals? They become named side pools that you already placed on the year map. Example: insurance due in 5 months at $500? Set a 100 per month trickle. When the bill arrives, the pool opens and drains. No scramble, no swipe. How does this handle uneven income? If pay swings, percentages swing harder. A floor doesn't. The staircase adapts. The weekly cap shrinks on lean weeks and grows on strong ones. If income dips, cap shrinks. If it rises, staircase climbs. Simple, responsive. What about partners or families? Use the river picture. Everyone understands water. Agree on the essentials floor together. Choose one fun thing each for the weekly cap. Post the year map where decisions happen. Every Sunday, run a 2-minute current check. Quick course corrections replace long money talks. You'll notice something in week 3. You think less about money and act more. Decision fatigue drops because decisions moved upstream. Numbers guide, choices decide. The river carries you, but you set the course. People ask for the right percentages. Your flows will find them. After 3 months, look back. You'll see your natural split. Maybe it resembles 55/15/whatever. That's your river, not someone else's canal. And it's working. Let's pressure test the system with a spike. Rent rises 120. With fractions, you either break savings or expand debt. With flows, the essentials floor flags the change. You adjust one of 3 levers: smaller weekly cap, a temporary staircase pause, or a quick income patch. The gates hold, the reservoir remains. Now return to our opening image. 30% seemed harmless until a single weekend broke the dam. The new model makes weekends small. Gates decide, not moods. One more payoff, and it's quiet but powerful. The overlooked trick isn't a hack, it's an equation. Wealth equals gap times. Time times consistency. Gap is the space between income and essentials plus wants. Time is the count of months in the river. Consistency is the staircase that never misses a step. Percentages can describe a month. This equation explains a life. Start the model by Sunday night. Name the essentials floor. Turn on the auto staircase. Set the weekly cap. Fill the 1-month buffer. Label 2 side pools from your year map. Run the 2-minute current check next Sunday. Small steps, strong current. You don't need perfection, you need flow. Let it carry you toward choices you actually want. This is WealthMentorPro. Next, we'll turn that weekly cap into a score you can beat. Simple, fun, and surprisingly powerful.